into some space, runs Jacob. He's got inside ball, no!
This could be points. Queens are in.
Brilliant offload into the hands of Quick for that.
And there's an intercept. Now go Queens.
Absolute beauty into a pass that clearly.
Up to Hendrickson. And the Glenwood scrum off will get in. Absolutely incredible try.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 12th edition of the Centrebank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival here at Kearsney College in Bothers Hill. We're greeted with some beautiful weather here at Kearsney College on Thursday, and we're going to have some cracking games of rugby lined up today. Starting the festival off, as is customary, Kearsney College are going to be taking on Pretoria Boys High in the first game. We've got a crackpot team of commentators lined up for this one. I'm going to throw it up to Gareth Jenkinson, who's my co-commentator for the opening game. Gaz, up to you.
Thanks very much, Nick. Well, as Nick told you, fantastic weather here up at Bothers Hill on the start of the Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. We've had a bit of rain in KZN this week, but it's looking fantastic this morning. The sun is shining, the field's drying up, and the prep school boys are busy warming things up for us. They've been playing. We've had the Mhlali prep playing KZN development side. We've got about a minute left to play. It's 2020, but of course, turning our attention to the first game of the morning. That's Kearsney College taking on Pretoria Boys High School, the curtain raiser for the Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. It's going to be a fantastic game. Obviously, the hosts are looking strong. They've got a couple of faces from last year and a couple of big boys to talk about as well. I don't know if you want to take a look at the Kearsney College lineup. Nick, take us through some of these big names we've got here.
Some big names, that's exactly it, Gaz. Oliver Comodi, the captain, he's a returning player from last season. Very influential last year, and I think he's going to be an even bigger player for them this year. At the back, we've got to talk about Derrick Marshall. Derrick Marshall played centre, if I'm not mistaken, last year for the Kearsney side, weighing in at a paltry 107 kilos. So he's going to be running some big lines, I think, in the midfield. But otherwise, it's a fairly strong Kearsney side. They've started the season well. I know they drew with Hilton College a bit earlier in the season, which is a good result considering the amount of effort that Hilton have put into their rugby program over the last couple of years. Matthew Hind, a youngster, has been named at fly half, so it's going to be interesting to see how he lines up. And Jordan Bamba, a player who last year's festival spent a bit of time on the bench, he's also going to be influential, obviously, at in the scrum half position. At the back of the scrum, Massimo Fierro, he's also a youngster, born in 2002. Weighing in at 94 kilos. He's also a player that's going to be influential for them and in order to get themselves front football off the scrum. Looking at the opposition, Pretoria Boys High School, the men coming down from up north. They played against Maritzburg College a couple of weeks ago and they just went down. It was a close one there. But they've also got a number of players that have returned. I know their talisman number 10, Justin Cross, is a guy that is returning again this year. But having a look at their side, Gaz, how do you think they're lining up?
Well, just looking at the team sheet here, the Pretoria Boys High School definitely have the advantage when it comes to their forward pack. If you just look at the pack weights in difference, a lot of these guys are packing in over 100 kgs, whereas the Kearsney forward pack only have one or two guys that are tipping the scale at over 100 kgs. So I anticipate that Pretoria Boys will be looking to definitely outmuscle the hosts up front and try and get the ascendancy there. And their backline isn't any smaller either. I mean, their centres are looking pretty imposing. Kyle Meadows in the number 12 jumper, 100 kgs, and then Mikhail Edwards outside him, 84 kgs, and yeah, they're looking pretty good. I'm really excited for this game. Pretoria Boys High School, traditionally a very, very strong schoolboy rugby side, a proud rugby school, and obviously coming down to Kearsney, they'll want to get their rugby season off to a winning start, and of course the hosts will be looking to impress in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, running out onto the field, Pretoria Boys coming out, led by their skipper Aidan Bristow, number 7 flanker, in their traditional green, red and white stripes, and Kearsney coming out in their traditional one stripe, led out by their big man Oliver Comodi, the skipper and tight head prop. I think Gareth, pitch conditions look immaculate. A lot of rain overnight, and surprisingly it looks like the pitch is held up beautifully. So it's going to be an interesting encounter. I think there's going to be some exciting rugby, and hopefully Festival Rugby is going to play its part, and we're going to see some great tries.
Just interesting to see the two little huddles there from the Kearsney side. The forward pack have got together, the backs have got together. I can imagine the Kearsney forwards psyching themselves up for this one, because the Pretoria boys are definitely going to come hard at them today.
Well done once again to the primary school youngsters. Awesome spirit of the game of rugby being exhibited by these two primary school sides.
Also, ladies and gents, remember just to follow us at School Sports Live on across all your social media platforms, at School Sports Live, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out our YouTube channel. We're going to be broadcasting every single game live from Kearsney College over this Easter Rugby Schools Festival, and here we go. Pretoria boys get us underway, playing from right to left on your screen. They've managed to win the ball off their kickoff. Get the ball back to the blind side. Solid defending from Kearsney. Securing the ball now. Collaros to the left-hand side, but it's knocked forward. So it's going to be an early scrum. We're going to be able to see how these packs line up against each other. First breakdown of the game. Kearsney College probably about 10 metres out from their 22-metre line. Just a bit of nerves maybe.
Just a bit of nerves, but a fantastic start from Pretoria boys, managing to get possession back off their kickoff. You don't see that happen too often. They went straight down the middle. One of their tall forwards getting up in the air and just snatching that ball back. But Kearsney in possession with a scrum feed just outside their 22.
Jordan Bamber to feed. Looks like they're putting an extra man down the blind side. Big scrum from the visitors, but it's gone down on the loose head side for Kearsney. We're going to have a reset scrum.
I suspect we'll see quite a few resets this morning with the pitch a little bit wet with all that rain we've had in KZN this week.
It's going to be an interesting matchup there. It looks like on the loose head side for Kearsney College, Connor Griffiths weighing in at 87 up against Reynard Null weighing in at 132 kilos.
It goes both ways though. It's the same thing with Kearsney on the loose head side with Old Carmody weighing in at 117 and the loosehead from Pretoria boys, Madodonke at 102.
That's a good scrum from Kearsney. Get the ball back here. Marshall's looking to relieve. Kicks it down, finds some space. Up towards the 22. Picked up there. Here we go. Pretoria boys high. They might have a man over. Stepping on the inside. That's a great step. Up towards the halfway line he goes. Beating a number of defenders. Doesn't have a lot of support at the moment. Trying to hold the ball up. Just outside the 22. Kearsney. PBHS on the attack. Early on in this one, to the left-hand side. Cross over into the hands of Minnie. Pops out of the back. It's gone backwards, says the referee. The pop over. It's gone forward. Some enterprising play there from PBHS early on.
It's good to see them looking to run the ball from deep inside their own half. Kearsney soft in the tackles, just slipping off the men. They won't be happy with that start. Great to see a crowd building up nice and early this morning here at Kearsney College, greeted by the warm weather. Here we go, have a look at this little break. Looks like Timothy Glathar with a good break from deep inside his own half, taking a side into the opposition's 22. Well, underway again, Kearsney running it out. And they'll exit from their own half. Another deep kick. It's fielded there by Jamie Norkia. Gives it to scrum half. Jaden Kolaros kicks it down. Kearsney will look to exit again. No. High bomb. Raking kick from Kearsney's fullback. Oh, he just can't take the ball down cleanly. And PBHS have come away with it.
Cross with the grubber kick, but it's been charged down. Ball falls kindly for PBHS once again. To the right-hand side they go. Manyakiso taken in contact. Just inside the Pretoria boys' half. Cross in the pocket. Looking for some space. Back for Kearsney. Marshall. He gets his first chance to run with the ball in hand. Gets rid of a couple defenders. Good offload. The show and go there. Down the left-hand side. Kearsney College inside their half. To the right they go. Short one-off passes. Just feeling themselves into this one. There we go. They got a man over if they want to use it. Reed Stewart tries to draw and pass. Great hands in the end from Luke Dudley. Cutting on the inside well. Beats a few defenders.
It's lovely stepping from Dudley.
Ball's in the air. Bamba manages to get it. Short pass. Commody cutting.
Skipper leading from the front there.
Left-hand side once again. Taken in behind. Hind takes on a few defenders. Taken behind the gain line. PBHS trying to get the counter shove on. Still there for Kearsney College. Immelman. PBHS doing well to keep the ball up, and they've managed to turn that one over. Play on, says the referee. Couple of short passes. Here they go. Big hard run there. Madadonda, but the penalty goes the way of Pretoria Boys High School. Tap and go. Here we go. Festival Rugby. Coloros, it looks like it. He's going himself here.
Oh,
great stepping from the scrum half. What an offload. Pretoria Boys is their support. They managed to get it back. Coloros, the man who started it all. Short passing. Good work from Pretoria Boys. Need a bit of support here. Coloros wants it again. Hard run up in the middle of the field. To the right they go again. Taken in by Hartig. Penalty, Kearsney. Brilliant work on the floor. Didn't get a number, but that's great work from Kearsney, absorbing the pressure and winning a penalty.
I think we have to give Pretoria Boys credit for that quick tap there. Coloros just catching everyone napping. He's got fantastic feet, this youngster. Look at him. We were talking about Kearsney's fullback, the big man, completely stepped. And it must be said, PBHS forwards working hard to get there and support and just setting the tone of the match early on here.
So it was a pretty fortunate bounce there for Kearsney off that penalty. But they got the line out. Reed Stewart to feed. Go to the middle, but it's just gone over the back. Great work. Great work from Pretoria Boys there.
That's the big 8-man Tom Callenborn with a strong carry up into Kearsney's half.
Here they go.
Showing go.
Finding some space in the defense. Pretoria Boys out wide. One defender to beat. Brilliant work. Try time. First try of the festival. Mikhail Edwards over in the corner. Top work by the outside centre. Managed to brush off the last defender and get over for the score.
There we have it. Confirmation. Mikhail Edwards,
So first blood in this
the
game
first
going
try
on.
scorer here of the Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival.
So it's a difficult kick to start up here. But it's a great start from Pretoria Boys. They're just managing to find holes in the fence.
It was great work from Justin Cross, the PBHS fly half, just sniping a little gap and then finding support in Edwards, who just stepped in and then stepped out. It's just too strong. Got over in the corner for the visitors.
So first blood. PBHS, tough kick out wide for Cross. Is he bringing it around? No, he hasn't. He hasn't. So it's 5 duck. Pretoria Boys, first blood at the 12th edition of the Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. Kearsney haven't had a hell of a lot of the ball or a lot of the territory so far. So they're going to want to change that with this restart. Derrick Marshall goes deep into the 22. Taken in by Cross on the right foot by the looks of things. So Kearsney inside Pretoria Boys' half. Marshall goes on a little run, trying to just bust off some defenders. Takes it into contact here. Bamba. Short ball, back on the inside. Not enough momentum there for Kearsney, and it's well played by Pretoria Boys. Commody trying to beat off the one defender. He gets over the gain line. Kearsney up just over the 10-metre line. Here they go. Good hands in the end there. Into the hands of Dudley once again. Is it a maul? No, it's on the ground here. Kearsney again.
Oh, can't find a pass.
Well cleaned up. Commodity again. It's carried hard up to the 10-meter line. To the left they go again. Oh, the show and go hind. Gets a pass away. Good work. Busting through De Brain. Ball there still for Kearsney. Solid setup. Reach Stewart. Pass behind him, unfortunately. To the left. Commodity carries again. Third or fourth carry in this phase of play for the tight head prop. And the penalty goes the way of Kearsney College. Offsides. Patient build up there for the maroon side.
First bit of proper possession that they've had in this match. And not surprising to see them point at the posts. We'll see who takes the kicking duties here. It looks like Jordan Bamber, the scrum off.
Just see again, Commodity carrying hard. Getting his arms free and being able to get a pass away. PBHS trying to get over the ball there. Through their skipper, Aidan Bristow, but unfortunately they'd gone off sides earlier. So Bamber from slap in front, about 25, 26 meters out. Opportunity to open their account for the festival. Keeps it low, little stinger, but he's pulled it.
Oof. He won't be happy with that first kick of the tournament. Just off to the left, maybe a little bit of nerves. He's kicking himself.
22 restart for Pretoria boys. Justin Cross to get us back underway here. Up towards the halfway line. Hind with the take. Offloads to Marshall. Marshall with the dink over the top. But it's well read in the end by Pretoria boys. Mayekiso is tackled well, but he gets the pass away. Coloros. Hind. Marshall gets another touch. He comes back to the right-hand side, manages to fend off a few. But Pretoria boys do enough to scramble in defence. Immelman again. Hind. Oh no, that hasn't worked out, but it has actually. Taken in the tackle, De Brain on the halfway line.
Boys are working hard at the racks there.
Inside ball, Coloros. Carmody, sorry. Great line. Brilliant work there. Offload. Burrell manages to get the pass away now into some space. Goes Fierro. Pops it up into the hands of Reed Stewart. Oh, bullet pass out of the back. Could have worked. But unfortunately for Kearsney, whacks him to the shoulder. Scrum down Pretoria boys.
Another good build-up from Kearsney. They're being a bit more patient on attack here, but could be a bit more forgiving with their passes. It was nice to see Marshall actually put the ball under his, tuck it under his arm there and have a run. 100 kg fullback. You want to see him running with the ball, taking people on rather than putting the ball to boot.
Interesting to note that Paul Anthony is the director of rugby at Pretoria Boys High. A man who's been involved in age group rugby at the Sharks for a couple of seasons. Good scrum there from Pretoria Boys. Off the back goes Callenborn. Makes a couple meters. Well run from the number 8. Coloros finds a bit of space there. But the penalty goes the way of Pretoria Boys. No advantage from the scrum there. Pretoria Boys maybe getting a bit of ascendancy in that at scrum time.
And the refs called them back. It looked like that call was offside. I'm not quite sure.
I think it was Kearsney bailing out of the contest at the scrum. So the penalty goes the way of Pretoria Boys. Cross takes play up to the halfway line.
Ooh.
Nearly had the first falcon of the festival. Caldwell to feed. Quick line out there. Ball's a bit scrappy. Pretoria Boys can't clean it up, but they have now Still there. Hard run into the middle of the field. Colaros is pleading with the referee. He gets a ball to some traffic. Cross. A raking kick down into the 22 of Kearsney. Dudley back here for it. Gets it inside to Marshall. Marshall looking for the safety of the touchline. And he finds it.
It's a good kick from Marshall. Great work from the Kearsney back three. But equally good kicking from Pretoria boys. They're finding a lot of gaps in and behind Kearsney College.
Caldwell to feed. A full line out to the middle, but he hasn't managed to find his man. Reed Stewart manages to pounce on it at the back. Does well to pass the ball up. Taking it into contact. Wilson, he's done well. Makes 5 or 6 meters. To the left they go again. Straightening the line. Once again, good defending from Pretoria boys, managing to foil that attack. But they go again. Immelman sets it up. Bamba into the hands of his fellow lock Burrell, who passes it off to Reed Stewart. Stewart fighting hard to keep the ball. No advantage. Penalty's going to go the way of Kearsney College by the looks of things.
I think they'll do well here to kick for the corner and maybe try and rumble the ball over. Judging by Bamba's first kick, he might not be too confident to have a stab at goals here.
Derrick Marshall's going to kick to the corner. So about 20 meters out. Kearsney College have their first real attacking play of the game after 16 minutes of play. Reed Stewart to feed. They split the line out. 5-man. Go to the middle. Good line out from Kearsney. Setting up the driving maul. They got a bit of momentum here. Stewart's got the ball at the back, but they're getting pushed towards a touchline. Patience here from Kearsney's needed. Reed Stewart still in possession.
That's really good work from Kearsney. They've stolen a lot of meters there.
Up to the 5-meter line. Kearsney on the front foot. Through the forwards. Carmody. Pick and go here. Pretoria boys defending nice and tight, close to the rucks. Kearsney with another pick and go. Reed Stewart with his hands on it. Forte. He goes for the line. That's a try line right there. Another pick and go. Just short. Burrell. Kearsney College looking for their first points. To the left-hand side they go. Carmody's well tackled, but has he got over? No, he hasn't. He's just short still. Another pick and go. Going through the phases, Kearsney. Have they got it over? They have.
That is fantastic work from Kearsney College forwards. Patient build-up. Phase after phase, just putting the head down, doing the hard graft. It pays off.
That's brilliant work from Kearsney College. Getting their first try of the festival. Some really good work. Tight, close to the rucks here. If we just have a look at it again. Carmody went. Another pick and go, and there we go. Into the hands of Bradley Taylor, and he manages to get over. The man in jersey 17, in for the score. So that'll settle a lot of the nerves for Kearsney College, getting themselves back level here with Bamba's kick to come. Probably about 12 meters in from the left-hand touchline. It's a much better strike, that one. But he's just pulled it wide again. That's none from 2 for the scrum off. But Kearsney are level, 5-all, 18 minutes gone in the first half.
That's a real confidence booster for Kearsney as well. Just taking it up, taking the fight to the PBHS forward pack, who before the game we had said had a bit of ascendancy when it comes to pack weight, but Kearsney not lying down and taking it, that's for sure.
So across with the restart, goes shallow and high. That's a great restart from him. Kearsney go up, it's fallen for them. Down the left-hand side they go. Ferguson, that man. Short side, great work from Kearsney. Inside, Hind gets a ball in the hands to Bamba. Bamba up towards the 22-meter line. Kearsney needs support. They've managed to secure the ball well. Immelman.
Need a scrum off there.
Immelman with the pick and go. Oh, but it looks like he might have lost it forward. No advantage. Pretoria boys guilty of giving away a few crucial penalties so far. They've gone with the high tackle by the looks of things. Down the short side. Brilliant work there.
Yep, it looked like outside centre De Bruin with that just sneaky little pick and go down the blind. Caught everyone napping.
Great work. So they've gone to the corner again. Kearsney College. What are the bets on a driving maul here, Bears?
Well, it's almost a carbon copy of a couple of minutes ago. This is the same setup that Kearsney used to rumble it up and grab their first try.
There we go. They've gone with another 5-man. To the middle. Nope. Balked everyone. To the front they go. But they've set up the driving maul once again. Good work from PBH. Oh, no, they haven't. It's a penalty advantage to Kearsney. But they are just short of the 5-meter line. That's a 5-meter line you can see in your picture. Commody. He's fallen strangely, but he's managed to get the ball back. Hind. They're giving it to the back line this time. Taken into contact. Wilson. Oh, but it's popped out on the PBHS side. No advantage. I think we're going to have a word here for what looked like collapsing the maul, I think.
I wonder if they're not unlucky. I thought they'd sacked it well, but the referee has other ideas.
Penalty. Kearsney. Decision time here. The ref, I think, is going to give them a bit of a warning. I think it's a team warning. Given away a number of penalties already in this one. So
they're just pushing the boundaries of PBHS, sneaking up, perhaps slightly offside on defence. I think that's what the ref was saying. It looked like he was motioning about their offside lines, and of course that sack of that maul as well. But a fairly easy shot at goal here. Maybe Bamber will get his first one over the post.
Well, there must have been a second penalty in order for the penalty to be where it was after the sack, or the illegal sack. So 9 minutes to go in this one. Bamber just to the left of the uprights, and he drills it through the middle. That's his first successful one of the day. So Kearsney College out to an 8-5 lead. Just over 8.5 to go in the first half.
3 points for Kearsney College.
Change here for Pretoria boys. It's Anderson coming on in jersey number 20. The restart, high and hanging. That's another good one from Cross, but well taken there. Brilliant work from Kearsney to secure the ball after they scored points, but the counter ruck is brilliant. That's brilliant work from Madadonke. So Pretoria boys into the Kearsney half once again. Short pass, great stepping. Top work from the skipper, Christo, up to the 22-meter line. Coloros looking left and right. Eventually goes with Reynard Null, who bullocks over one. Takes a second one to bring him down. The ball's popped out, but it's knocked on. Marshall has an opportunity here. Kearsney with possession on their 22-meter line. Bamber with the ball at the base. Marshalling his troops. Commody. Good defending from PBHS, but Commody manages to shrug off one. Bamber. Hind. No, Marshall in the pocket. Puts it to boot. Deep kick. It's a good kick from him, but well read from Justin Cross. Justin Cross is having a crack back at the Kearsney defence. Steps inside a couple. Great work there. Pretoria boys up to the 22-meter line. That's great work from the hooker. That's Caldwell. To the left. Coloros went to the left, but he's gone to the right. They've got numbers. Cross with the show and go. Still got numbers on the right-hand side if they want to use it. Quick hands would work, but it's passed it into his player. Unfortunate for Pretoria boys. They had numbers out over there. There's a player down in backfield.
It's Bradley Taylor.
Look at this. Justin Cross stepping. And then Caldwell, look at him go. Skulk Brits-like up into the 22. And then there was a little bit of indecision there from Coloros, which sort of might have just killed the momentum or stifled the momentum slightly.
Well, Taylor's eventually gotten up. He was the recipient of that bulldozing run from Reynard Null, and Probably just got a tough stinger,
Yeah.
but they're calling for a reserve. It looks like he's coming off the park.
Yeah, he doesn't look too happy.
I think we all know how rough it can be, taking a serious stinger. Feels like your arm's fallen off.
Kearsney College with a big scrum in their own 22 here. Bamba to feed. Pretoria boys got a penalty off the last scrum, so Kearsney under a bit of pressure. And with a new player on the loose head side. So the free kick goes away for Pretoria boys. They've gone quickly to the right-hand side. Coloros, the firecracker, goes down the short side. Hands. Into contact. Maya Kiso, short ball to the big forwards. Rumbling up towards the line, just short of the try line here. Pretoria boys. Coloros to cross. Cross, show and goal, and he's over. Under the sticks. I think he's done us all.
It was Justin Cross there, PBHS fly off. All the Kearsney players just lining up to make the big hits on the PBHS forwards, and they've forgotten to make the tackle on Justin Cross.
He has sold everyone there. And he adds the extras to his try. So, back into the lead. Here we go.
Just like that, PBHS back in the lead. We'll take a look at this. Patient build-up. Going to the big man, Reynard Null. They know he gets them a good go-forward ball. Good clean out. And here we go. Cross, looks inside, fakes a pass, and just jogs over, dots it down. 5 points, PBHS.
So, Derrick Marshall gets us back underway. 12-8 to Pretoria boys. Good work. Pretoria boys managing to secure the ball off the restart. Taken in well by the number 8, Callenborn. Caldwell. He's tackled just outside the 22. Coloros wants. He goes to the boot. Bamba wants it there for Kearsney. Great take from the scrum half. Under a lot of pressure. He's done beautifully well there. But the ball's in the air. They managed to get it to ground. Tackle is the call. Reed Stewart has got no support. Penalty, PBHS. If we have a look at the wind direction, Gareth, I think it might be favouring Kearsney a bit. So, if anything.
Just trying to look at the trees here, see which way it's going. Very, very light breeze if there is any wind at all.
So, cross kicks to the line. Not his best kick, but PBHS with an attacking line out. 5 or 6 out of the Kearsney 22. Decisions here. Full line out is the call. They go to the middle. Good line out there. Caldwell finds his jumper. They've set up the driving maul. Ball doesn't look like it's coming to the back. It's a collapse maul, so the scrum's going to go the way of Kearsney. It's a moral victory.
It's a great counter shove from the Kearsney forwards, just getting stuck in at maul time there, and just forcing the maul across the park, and looks like everyone just slipped up.
Important scrum. Kearsney have given away a free kick and a penalty of the last 2. So they're going to be under a bit of pressure here. Free kick goes their way this time. Bamba with a quick tap. It's good wide pass into the hands of De Bruyn. De Bruyn still going, and he puts it on the toe. And it's just bounced into touch.
I like that from De Bruyn. He got the ball, backed himself on the outside, and look at that. He's made a good 60 meters on the park with that kick included. Nice play from Kearsney. Quick tap, shifted the ball out wide, and got the ball out of their own half.
Yeah, they caught them napping out here. Nice wide ball from Wilson into the hands of De Bruyn, who beat his opposite number on the outside. and then just put the hammer down. Might have shinned the kick a little bit. That took it towards the touchline, but it's a net gain, massive net gain for Kearsney. Caldwell now to feed the line out. It's gone in, but it's not straight. So Kearsney back on the front foot, but they've got they've got a free kick. I think there was a bit of balking involved. Decision time.
Just going to ask you how you knew it was not straight from this angle.
Bears, I spent many years throwing the ball into the line out.
Sixth sense, tingling.
So they've gone with the scrum option on the 22-metre line. Good attacking opportunity here. A little bit of a blind side to work with, but looks like they've lined up on the open side. Have Kearsney. Derrick Marshall lining up outside De Bruyn. There's a few issues at scrum time here. I don't think we've had a clean scrum in the last 3.
Here we go. We got some comments coming through on socials. Anthony Fleischer, let's go Kearsney.
Profound, Anthony, profound. Brilliant stuff. Okay, this could be the last play of the first half. Bamba to feed. It's a solid scrum. Pick and go. Great work from Fierro. He's made a couple meters. Got Kearsney over the advantage line. Ball's there. Bamba. Into the hands of Immelman. I think it's going to be a yellow card here. Yep. After the team warning that the referee gave a bit earlier. Yellow card.
It's number 6 there. Yandre Mini taking a little break as halftime approaches.
A little extra break. Decision time. They're going to go for the sticks.
Is that the right call? We've reached halftime. I would have liked to have seen Kearsney kick for the corner and use the numerical advantage and rumble it over the line, but they've got other ideas. Rather reduce that deficit. Or rather, yep, to 1 point.
Very similar to his last kick, Bamba. Maybe just he's taking it. It's just a bit further back, but the way he struck the last one, it looks like he's starting to get his rhythm back.
Oh, ball's fallen off the tee there. There's no wind. He's probably just lined it up a little bit weirdly.
No panic from him. You often find that kickers panic quite a bit when the ball falls off the tee. But Bamba's kick, just a little chip, and it's over. So that's 1 point deficit at halftime here. Pretoria boys leading Kearsney by 12 points to 11. And we'll be back with you for a look at the action and back with the second half in a bit.
It's time for MTN Easter Mega Deals. This month only, save big with 40 gigs of data for only $199 per month on a 24-month My MTN Choice 5 gig SIM-only contract. Plus, get a MiFi router for an extra $30 per month. We got you. Sign up for upgrade at an MTN store today. Everywhere you go, MTN.
Day one of the 2019 Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival, the 12th edition of this prestigious festival. 6 games today. This is the first one, Pretoria Boys versus the host Kearsney College. Pretoria Boys currently leading that, as you can see, by 1 point. And are probably full value for their 1 point lead so far in this one, Gareth.
Yeah, definitely. We were talking about it before the game. PBHS forwards perhaps having the ascendancy when it comes to pack weight. They certainly took the game to Kearsney. They rumbled up the ball as much as they could, and we saw some strong carries from Reynard Nell in particular. And then just a couple of neat tries from the PBHS backs as well. Saw their fly off. Justin Cross get over the line with a little show and go right underneath the post. And yeah, full value for their 12 points. And they'll probably feel like they left a few opportunities out there.
Yeah, Kearsney have left a couple points out there, unfortunately. Jordan Bamber didn't start too well with the kicking boot, but slotted his last 2 kicks, which was good for them and good for his confidence. So playing from right to left on the screen, Pretoria Boys might be slightly favoured with a little bit of a breeze. We saw in the first half there, fly off Justin Cross kicking into the breeze from right to left. It sort of held up a little bit. Maybe the breeze is a little bit higher than we expect. We up sort of right at the top of the stand, and we can't really feel much, but it looks like if the ball gets above the stand, it does have a little bit of impact, the wind. But the oranges are a thing of the past. Half-time is done. We'll just have a look to see whether there have been any changes to either side. Difficult to look at to get the Pretoria Boys numbers. The jerseys and the numbers are sort of quite camouflaged on the back of their jerseys.
7s look like 2s and 9s look like 8s.
There is one change by the looks of things here for Pretoria Boys. There's a player coming off with his arm in his jersey as a sling, unfortunately.
Try and get a number. It's number 4 there. Liam Hartig coming off for PBHS.
So Derrick Marshall's going to get us underway for the second half. Kearsney from right to left. The kick has just made the 10. That's a great kick. Well taken there. Pretoria Boys taken in by the man in number 20, Anderson. Coloros, he's going to go to the air using that slight breeze, but it falls nicely. Kearsney with an opportunity to attack early on, but that's not a great pass from Marshall. De Bruyn having to do the tidying up. He's done well. Support arrives for him. Josh Muller is on for Kearsney in jersey number 22. One off pass up towards the halfway line. Taken in by Fierro. Bamber looking deep for Marshall. He's the man who has a lot of the kicking duties. Nokia. Big pass into the hands of Coloros. Short ball, Justin Cross here, trying to get on the outside. Great tackle in the end from Wilson. And the ball's fallen here for Kearsney. Pass doesn't go to hand. Marshall can't do the cleaning up either. So advantage to Pretoria Boys. Knock on here. 22-meter line.
It's a gift.
Coloros to the left-hand side. Cross with a little dink over. And it's worked out beautifully for Pretoria Boys. That man in the 20 jumper, Anderson. But no advantage. It was a forward pass there from Pretoria Boys. So the advantage was over from the initial knock from Derrick Marshall. So it's going to be a scrum to Kearsney, deep inside their half.
It's just a bit panicky from Kearsney early on here. Getting rid of the ball when perhaps they don't need to, and pass is just not going to hand, not going to anyone in particular, in fact. And now PBHS with opportunity deep inside their half. There you go. Just have a look at that again. Marshall looked up, didn't keep his eyes on the ball. A little knock on.
So coming onto the field in jersey 11 is Cameron Ferguson. Not sure he's coming off yet. Big defensive scrum needed here from Kearsney College. They've got an extra man in the scrum. Remember that at schoolboy level you can't have 8 on 7. You have to have equal numbers in the scrum.
So Fierro's come out. He's puzzling a bit there, not quite sure where to stand with the rest of the back line.
Aaron Smith packing down. Not the scrum off from the Highlanders. Short ball. Great work from Kearsney, catching the PBHS defence napping, but it's knock on, so it's turnover ball here. Wide ball.
Shot.
So, no advantage for the knock-on. Scrum to Pretoria Boys High School. A bit of a hush in the grandstand here, which has filled up nicely as the hosts open the festival. So, good attacking opportunity for Pretoria Boys. Solid blindside, but they do have one man down. Good scrum in the end. To the short side they go. Collaros trying to beat him on the outside. Gets the pass away. Support needs to get there. No advantage. Not rolling away is the call by the referee.
Oh, Kearsney under the kosher. They also have to be careful that they don't give away too many penalties. We saw PBHS pretty much lose a man for repeated infringements. Kearsney perhaps going the same way as well.
Looks like Minnie is getting ready to come back onto the field, doing a bit of warming up on the side. The Pretoria Boys High yellow card, who was just a result of a team warning. Shortened line out by the looks of things here. Caldwell to feed. To the back they go. Great line out. Pop off the back. Good tackling from Kearsney College. 5 meter line here. To the right hand side. Collaros.
Oh,
Big run there from Null.
he's reached out.
But he's knocked it on. He's reached out to get over the line, but he's lost it forward. Shake of the head from the big man.
He was in for all money there. Very disappointed in himself. He's
no.
quite literally a human wrecking ball.
Oh no. He's just got himself a yellow card. Might have had a word with the referee.
You could see him muttering under his breath something there. Maybe the ref just heard him, disagreeing with the call.
So, at the moment, Pretoria Boys just getting their man back on have now just lost another one. So they are with 14 men for the next period.
Coach Paul Anthony really not happy with him. So asked him, what's happened there?
Mate.
Now he's having to explain himself to the fourth official, it looks like.
So we're going to have a change in the front row.
Like for like, it's Matthew Koenraad. Looks just as big as the man who's now sitting in the naughty chair.
So Kearsney have got advantage here. Knock on from Pretoria Boys. Bamba probably just going to look to calm things down here. Hind. That's a great kick from the fly half. Hasn't done a lot of kicking today. They've gone with Marshall for a lot of the kicking duties, but that's a great kick from the fly half. Under the circumstances.
Speaking of Marshall, it looks like Marshall has been replaced. Got a reserve operating at fullback. We'll confirm that name for you as soon as we know.
Caldwell to feed for Pretoria Boys. Shortened line out. 4-man line out. They try and go to the middle. Reed Stewart picks up the scraps for Kearsney. Commody, the skipper, up towards the halfway line. Kearsney with a bit of daylight behind them now. Bamba. Hind. Good work there, straightening the line nicely. But they've lost the ball forward. Pretoria Boys have an opportunity with ball in hand. Callenborn taken on halfway. Collaros goes to the right-hand side. Good work from the scrum off. Good stepping. Up just past the 10-meter line. Mayakosi. Penalty to Pretoria Boys.
Thought about taking it quickly. They've opted not to.
Mayakiso on the right wing has precious few opportunities with ball in hand. So cross to the corner. It's going to have to be a little bit of a rejig here at the line out for Pretoria Boys. Caldwell, another 4-man line out they've gone with. And they go to short. Good stuff there from Caldwell. Well done from Pretoria Boys. Collaros wants. Up into the hands of Callenborn, but he's tackled well. Good work from Kearsney in defence there. Collaros again, cross-hitting the line hard. Tries to get the little chicken wing pass out, but it's gone forward. Unfortunately, that would have been a great pass. But Pretoria boys squander another opportunity. And that now they're able to make that substitute. Conrad coming onto the field.
Really is another big figure coming on for them.
And Anderson will be replaced. So he'll have a little bit of a break. But there are a couple of changes here for Kearsney.
Just really, we've seen it a lot today. Unsympathetic passes, you know, just throwing the ball into each other's chests.
Another reset for Kearsney inside their 22. Bamba's been good for them at scrum half, and Matt Hine too. Their halfback pairing has been solid for Kearsney. Hines had a live wire Collaros opposite him, so he's had a lot of work to do. Free kick, Kearsney. Early shove by the looks of things. Bamba goes quickly. Kearsney to the right-hand side. Fierro up towards the 22-meter line. Bamba again goes deep to Hind, who puts in another solid kick. Does the fly half, taking play all the way up to their 10-meter line. Looks like the wind is starting to pick up a little bit more if you look at the flags on the far side there.
Oh, you can see just when the Kearsney boys are kicking, balls holding up in the wind.
So Caldwell to feed the line out on the 10-meter line. Again, they go right to the back. That's a brilliant line out. Off the top. Into the hands of the number 5. So quick ball to the right-hand side they go. Bristow, the skipper, the man who got the yellow card. Once again, it's taken in there. Krugel. Right again. Collaros with the show go.
Oh.
Brilliant work from the scrum half. He's got one man to beat. He's going to go all the way.
What
yes,
a try.
he is. Fantastic work from the scrum half. Sees a little gap. Busts through. Scores next to the post. Great work from Collaros.
Great sniping run from Jaden.
He's definitely been a standout today in this match. Standout for PVHS in particular, Jaden Collaros. We'll wait to bring up that replay. Fantastic little snipe. You'd love to see a scrum half take a little gap like that. Here we go, we have a look. He's always looking around. Looked up, no one in front of him.
Step inside for Aero. And they weren't going to stop him here. Too much space. Over he goes. Great try. Pretoria boys opening up a bit of a gap here now. It's 19-11.
Justin Cross successful with the conversion.
18 and a half to go.
Pretoria boys side leading by 8.
So the restart, high and hanging. That's a... Bristow decides that he's going to take it in anyway. Didn't go 10, but it's play on. Collaros marshalling his troops. He wants to go to the air. That's a good kick. Fierro's back for this one, the number 8. He takes it on, takes on a few defenders. Well played there from the number 8. Support arrives for Kearsney. Carlo Miller, nope. Bamba's still there. Reed Stewart. To the right-hand side. Threading the needle. Hind decides to take on a few defenders. Bamba here to the left. The skipper beats a couple. Comodi still again. Taken by his opposite number. That's a battle of attrition right there. Here we go. Kearsney still with ball in hand. Immelman. Reed Stewart. Always trying to roll out of the tackles. Ball there for Kearsney. Hind puts it on the boot. The raking cross kick. And it beats everyone into touch. Coming across was Luke Dudley.
Nearly set up for him. He was hoping for it. Kearsney really just struggling to get out of their own half here. They've had the lion's share of possession, but not the territory.
Caldwell's going to be feeding this one to the line out. Looks like we've back to 30 players on the field. Raynard Nell back on, standing at the back of this line out. To the front they go. Slap down on the Pretoria boys side. Coloros has to do the cleaning up. Having a dart into the middle of the field they go. Coloros wants it. He's digging, burrowing.
Hands and knees there.
There we go. Back to cross. All the time in the world, it seems, for the fly half.
Definitely got the wind behind him. You see that ball's got a lot of carry when they're putting it to boot.
Kearsney got an opportunity to counter-attack. Great hands in the end from Josh Muller. Bamba. Short pass. Back on the field is Bradley Taylor. To the right-hand side they go. Carmody. Good drive from the skipper. Right-hand side. Bamba. Fierro takes on a few. Bamba again. Nice quick ball here for Kearsney. Miller takes it up to the halfway line. His first touch of the ball. Here we go. Hind. Kearsney with a good opportunity. Great angle there. Good cutting back from De Bruyn. Gets a pass into the hands of Muller. Penalty.
That's great work. Boys. That's the big man, Raynard Nell. Clearly the minutes on the sideline gave him new life. He's making amends for his time spent in the sin bin.
And here we go. This is the opportunity for Justin Cross from just inside the Kearsney half. He's going to have a pot at goal. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a long kick this. Definitely helped by the wind. I think that's why he's pointed towards the post.
Here we go. Just have a look here again. Kearsney through De Bruyn on the inside to Muller, but then Nell right over the ball. And unfortunately for Kearsney, that's no match. So what do we say on the angle? About 50 meters on the angle?
Yep.
It's a good strike. Has it got it? Yes, it has. What a strike.
Kick. That'll be one of the longest penalties you'll see this weekend, no doubt. What a strike. He's definitely benefited from the wind behind him, but he wasted no time kicking that either. He's obviously a very confident kicker. Fantastic strike.
I did do standard grade maths, but that looks like an 11-point lead now for Pretoria boys. 16 minutes gone. Up they go. Bristow, the skipper, leading from the front. Coloros once again, who's done this on numerous occasions, goes to the air, and it's into the hands of Fierro. Carbon copy of the last one. Fierro gives a pass this time. Ooh, he was being hunted. Good work there. Hind in possession. More hunting from Pretoria boys. They're putting so much pressure on Kearsney now on their 22-meter line. Deep into the hands of Hind, who beats one and goes to the left. Everyone's on sides. They've managed to keep the ball. There we go. Into the hands of De Bruyn, who puts in the relieving kick, but it hasn't gone out. Norkia with the opportunity.
Shine go.
Precious little opportunities for the fullback.
He's thumped though. Carmody relishing a chance to get a big tackle in on one of the littler men.
Good defending from Kearsney. Managing to take the attacker behind the gain line. Bristow. Good run from the skipper. Coloros. More forwards running off him. Edwards up to the 22. Coloros to the right. It's good defending here from Kearsney. They've managed to fan out well, and the passing over the top has not worked. It's good fan defense there from Kearsney College.
Maya Kiso not happy with that pass. Understandable. He really hasn't got a lot of ball today. It would be nice to see the youngster in full flight.
So there's a change here. Reynard Nell coming off.
This time not for a yellow card. He's been given a break. Coach Paul Anthony's forgiven him for his sins.
Especially after that steal. So Kearsney with the 3-man line out. They go to the front. Good work. Oh no, unfortunately they've lost it forward. Just off the head of the supporting player. Coloros. Here we go. First, I think that might be the first touch of the ball for Madadonda. Pick and go. Just a little bit of patience here. Bristow gets over the gain line. Coloros. Madadonda gets another crack. Madadonke, beg your pardon. Penalty. They want to go quickly here. Coloros again. Pass off to Caldwell. Is Caldwell going to go? Yes, he is.
Fantastic try.
Great work there from the hooker in support of Coloros' shoulder. And he gets in for his first score.
You can see how much it means to Coloros as well. He's definitely boss proceedings for the visitors. He sped up the game when they needed to. He slowed things down when they needed to. Great little snipe, and then he just linked up with Matthew Caldwell, who I thought for a second could have drawn and passed, but he just stepped inside and backed himself. 10 meters to go, he wasn't going to be stopped.
He's been a thorn in the side for Kearsney when they've been on the front foot with ball in hand. Has the hooker.
Here we go, we'll have another look at it. Penalty. Coloros looks up, quick tap. That would have been advantage.
There we go, a lot of work to do from about 20 out. But then he just put his head back. Pinned his, oh, he's just pulled it wide. Has Justin cross. But it's almost unassailable. 27 points to 11. Just under 10 to go. We've seen some bigger comebacks in the past here at Kearsney. But it's going to be a lot of work for the home side as they restart. Another high-hanging kick. That's a good one. The captain again. Bristow wants to get involved at every opportunity.
Skipper on skipper there. Komodi wasn't going to give him any yards.
Coloros goes with the raking kick this time off the base and gets a brilliant bounce. Brilliant bounce, and top work there from Maya Kiso getting up there to make sure that the quick line out wasn't an option for Kearsney.
Just as well that Cameron Ferguson didn't take a quick throw in there, because he would have put his teammates in a lot of trouble. Boys High have been really good with those up and unders from the base of the ruck.
Reach Stewart feeding a shortened line out. A lob ball, that's a great line out there. Kearsney setting up a driving maul here. Just showing a bit of patience. They're moving sideways. Into the hands of Taylor. He goes. Taylor goes himself. It's a great little pop off. It looks like Cade Carmichael who's on the field now. Turnover. Coloros gives it off to Callenborn. He's run hard today. Still there for Coloros. Pop out the back door. Oh, Kearsney getting across there luckily to make the tackles. There's no advantage is the call. It's going to be a scrum for the knock on there. Kearsney managing to hustle on defence, which gave them the opportunity to force the error, and they're going to get a scrum on the halfway line here. A change for Pretoria boys. Coming onto the field is Onke Segua. So Kearsney College, Carmichael on the field in jersey number 21. He's got his first feed to a scrum. Good scrum from both sides. Carmichael Hind. Ooh, he's smashed by Coloros. But Kearsney still got the ball. De Bruyn. PBHS illegally entering the ruck from the side and hacking it forward. So it's turnover ball. Kearsney with the opportunity to clear their lines. Derrick Marshall's back on the field.
Well, I did say at the time when he went off, it looked like it was a stinger. He probably just needed to get some feeling back in that arm of his after that thumping blow from Reynard Null.
And Pretoria boys just playing percentage rugby here, getting the ball off the park when needed. That's top stuff from the men from the capital. More changes here for Kearsney. Coming on to jersey number 19 is Tyson Andrews. So Kearsney going with a 6-man line out. Sitting in the pocket is Carlo Miller. Andrews has his first job to do and he takes the ball in well. The wraparound, Reed Stewart. But it's well read from Pretoria boys. Carmichael to the right hand side. There goes Miller. Up over the halfway line. Carmichael once again. Hind. Couple quick passes. Kearsney College still just endeavouring to get over that gain line. And they've done so this time. Carmichael again. Oh, but the pass isn't a great one. And it's a knock forward. It was at the knees, sort of. So, unfortunately, the opportunity goes a-begging once again. A good attacking opportunity.
You just got a feel for Kearsney. They really are trying to put in the hard yards. Their forward pack working hard, carrying the ball up. Just one or two, bad passes or sloppy handling, just letting them down. Of course, don't forget you can like us at School Sports Live, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and use that hashtag SSL Rugby if you want to get involved with the conversation.
So pick and go from Coloros. Raking kick across the field. Derrick Marshall bails out of that one at the last minute, but it's a good bounce for him. Takes on one defender, beats him. He's beaten a lot of defenders today. Has Marshall. Kearsney still with the ball there. Carmichael wants to come to the left-hand side. Hind with a little grubber through. That's not a bad little dig from the scrum off. But PBHS with the ball in hand. Mayakiso can't hold on. So back in the hands of Hind. Marshall.
Once again, just shoveling terrible passes to each other. It's just putting guys in terrible positions.
So Ulrich Buerta on in jersey number 16 for Kearsney College.
Reed Stewart getting a well-deserved break. I think he's been the best of the Kearsney forwards this afternoon.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. Carried well, threw well into the line-out. Coming off the field for Pretoria boys, Mikhail Edwards, one of their try scorers. Carmichael feeds. Pick up off the back from Fierro. Hind. Another strong run in the midfield by De Bruyn. Carmichael to the right-hand side. Fierro once. Kearsney need a bit of support there. Carmichael goes to the right-hand side once again. Carlo Miller.
He's worked hard since he's come on for Kearsney.
Carmichael again. Oh. Smith in no man's land, ball and all. Carmichael. Commody, Hind puts it on the boot. It's going to be an interesting contest here.
Oh.
And Kearsney have won it back. Brilliant work in the end from Dudley. To the right, Commody. Up over the gain line. PBHS trying to get their hands on the ball. They've turned it over, but illegally is the
hands in the rack there.
Fierro with the quick tap, but from the wrong place.
Time running away from Kearsney here. 3 minutes left to play. They really do need to make the most of this opportunity now.
Yep, that's a good kick. Good kick down and just short of the 22-meter line. A number of under-17 players in this Kearsney side. Influential players by the looks of things. Massimo Fierro, the number 8, is under 17, as well as Connor De Bruyn, the number 13. Goodness gracious me, that is not straight.
And that is exactly what Kearsney didn't need. Prime opportunity to attack on PBHS's 22-meter line, and that's skew throwing, not helping matters.
Max Ilmerman coming back onto the field. And in jersey 21, Ruan van Rooyen for Pretoria boys. Max Immelman is coming on at tight head prop. As Carmody goes to the far side.
I think they've shuffled someone around there. And Immelman, of course, reserve scrum off.
Immelman, here we go. That's a brilliant scrum from the man in the number 4 jumper who started in the second row, has come on at loose head prop and has absolutely monstered that first scrum.
Let's just trying to get a look at what's happened there.
What, has he hooked it too? That's brilliant work. The scrumming thing is easy. So we reset. Pretoria boys with the feed. Rowan van Rooyen has the ball in hand on the 22-meter line. Kearsney once again putting them under the pump.
Equally
they
strong
managed
scrum.
to pick it up. Callenborn with a great run. He's been good off the back. Just over a minute to go in this one. Justin Cross seems like he's got all the time in the world. Kicks it over the halfway line. Kearsney with the ball now. One last opportunity to have a go at the Pretoria boys line. Dudley takes it in on the halfway line, middle of the field. Carmichael Hind. Short pass, great hands in the end from Connor de Bruin. Oh, no advantage.
Oh.
The knock on the floor. It seems to be the story of the Kearsney match.
Yeah, it does. It's a shame for Connor de Bruin. He really got the ball in a terrible position there. He managed to get some go forward, but just lost it on the ground. Not really the way you would want to end the match. He's been pretty good for Kearsney. One of the standout backs.
So, should be the last play of this one. 27-11, Pretoria boys lead the host Kearsney College. Van Rooyen is going to feed the scrum. A chill has come over Kearsney College.
Gonna have to go get my jersey.
There's jackets on weather now. Some big rain expected over the Easter weekend up in these parts. So, quick feed. Here we go. They're going to have one last crack. Oh, Pretoria boys setting up for a backline move. Oh, busting. Carl Meadows hasn't had many opportunities, but the penalty goes the way of Kearsney. Fierro non-stop. Oh, going till the final whistle and winning the penalty.
There's only really time left here for a quick tap. No doubt they'll kick for the line and try and set up one more maul and have one last throw at the dice.
Marshall gets it off the paddock. Here we go. Kearsney College, one last opportunity.
Fighting for a consolation try.
Ulrich Buerta to feed the line out for Kearsney College. Oh, unfortunately it goes over the top. So Pretoria boys now with an opportunity. Callenborn.
I don't think they'll be kicking the ball off the park. They'll want
Here we go. The pick and go once again. Pretoria boys to the left they go. Good hands. Good work down the short side. Oh, into some space goes Minnie. Minnie. Oh, no. Gets a pass away. But what is the call? It's a forward pass.
Thought it was a try.
No, that would have been brilliant for Pretoria boys. And that is it. Day one, game one is over. Pretoria boys high. Game over here. Pretoria boys high getting 27-11 win over the host Kearsney College in game one of day one at the Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. We got another brilliant lineup coming up. Another great game. 5 more great games by the looks of things. Coming up next, Hoërskool Framesby versus Welkom Gimnasium being the surprise package of last year's festival. Join us for that one a bit later.